Hi everyone, I'm Shayla Kramadula and I'm from Memories for Keeps, and I want to show you how to pack for a crop. Whether you're going to a crop this weekend or in the future, this is a good way to get organized so you're not bringing your entire craft room, including the kitchen sink. So I'm hoping that this video will give you some tips and tricks on how to get organized and packing. So the first thing you want to do is grab your organization sheet. This I'm hoping to put as a download at the bottom of the video, so you should be able to download this and use this. This will keep you organized and organize your project. So the second thing we're going to use is our power layout system. This comes when you purchase the kit. It comes with a box and several layout guides, which are in here because it's blank. And typically I think it comes with about 15 guides. But I think I have way more than that in my box, but that's okay. So first thing you're gonna do is actually lay out these. So I'm gonna do that quickly here. Okay, we'll start with what, 8 I think I have there. Then the second thing you want to do is grab your photos that you're going to use in this project. So what I'm working on is my Japan 2018 trip. So yes, it's been a while. So I'm going to make sure I write that down. Japan album, and that was in 2018. So this is actually our photo safe photo box. So these little inserts are from our Power Sort box, and we also sell the little lids that are separate. So I've got my photos organized in here so that I know what I want to scrapbook. Another thing that I typically do is when I go traveling, I bring little journal cards with me, and I note down what I've done each day so that, you know, when I go to scrapbook them like 5 years later, I know what the heck I took pictures of. So this particular one is our first day we were in Tokyo. So looking at this, the first place we went to was the Imperial Palace. So I know I want to start there. Each layout guide that we have here would represent a 2-page layout. So I'm going to start with, I think the first one looks like it's Imperial Palace. So I'm going to grab those photos that correspond with that. And that will go there on that pile. The next pile is our it's the bamboo forest. So we are going to stick those on this next layout. And then a lot of times I'll also take pictures of the little signs so that I remember what the heck we took pictures of. So this one is going to be at this monument. So I am going to grab the photos that correspond with that. That's there. And then these look like it's around the city. So those will go there. And these will go here. Okay. I know I have photos that were postcards that are somewhere, but that will be my title page for this section. So I'm reserving that guide for that layout. So the next thing you want to do, you also want to have, which I forgot to mention before you start this process, a few collections that you want to use to go with this layout or this book. So in my case, I've got some 3 older collections that I had purchased for my Japanese album. So these are actually Japanese styled paper. And so that's my designer paper. You also want to have some coordinating cardstock that you think might go with this album or the collection. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually grab some papers. So I think these 2 will look nice as a background. And so I want 2 sheets for this first layout, and then put them on that pile. And then I may want a designer paper. I think this light blue will be a nice offset, and that'll be used for matting or any accents that I might want to use. So the next layout I want to work on is the bamboo forest. There's quite a bit of green in that, so I think I might use some green paper. These fly sheets are really good because it kind of gives you a picture of the different types of papers in there. So I usually hang on to those. And I think I might use this paper because it's got some nice leaves on it. And then for matting, I may actually pull out a dark green. Actually, no, I think this copper might look nice in there. It's a nice offset, but coordinates. So that'll go in that pile. And then what do I have next? This one's a bit ornate, so I'm gonna pull out, I think I had a piece of paper here that I liked. So I think that'll look nice. Let's see if I have a similar, yeah. So I'm gonna use, I think these 2 for the background, but then I may use this sheet for matting or for accenting. And so that'll go on that pile, and perhaps I may want something a little bit more neutral to tone this guy down, and so I've got pulled out a navy. So you're gonna basically continue doing that with all of the layouts. So in this case, I've got some landscape scenery type pictures. So this one might look good there. So I'll put that there. And then this one could probably use a bit of green cardstock. Throw that over there. And then this is, so I think this one actually might do well with this. This one here where it's got some Japanese scenery. And I'm going to put that over here. And then I may want to pull out, let's try this dark purple as an accent. Okay, so then the rest, you basically continue this on until you've gone through your power layouts. On a particular album, we wouldn't recommend more than 24 double page spreads, so that's about 48 pages. That gives it a nice depth, depending on how much foam squares, peekaboo pockets, and things like that that you use. So that's how this sheet is organized. So there's 14 layouts on the first page and 24, or the rest of the up to the 24 at the end. So keeping in mind that the first page of your album is a single page and the last page is a double page. So that's how you get to your 24. So then the next step you're gonna do is actually in your sheet, you've got headers, the layout topic, the number of photos, horizontal versus vertical, and then any tools or punches that you're gonna need. So the first one, we're gonna just quickly count how many vertical photos we have. So that's 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I've got, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horizontal and 3 vertical. And then the layout topic, this one is Imperial Palace. So this one, if I want any tools or anything like that, I know I have a what's it called? One of those diamond type border maker cartridges. So a diamond style BMC, and then I'll use that as whether it's a border or an accent. And then you have space to write any other notes. So if, let's say, you want to go grab something on the internet or things like that, you can do that. Then the next layout looks like it's the bamboo forest. And then in this one, I have 1, 2, did I miss some? Maybe I missed up here. And this goes with this. So here I've got 1, 2 vertical and 2 horizontal. So then I'll just do 2 and 2. I know I have a bamboo punch, which I want to use there. And then the next layout is this monument. So I'm gonna write that down. And on this guy, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 vertical. So 2 vertical and 5 horizontal. This one, I have a Japanese fan, border maker cartridge, so I want to use that. Okay, and then this guy is scenery. So I've got 2 vertical, 2 horizontal. So then same idea, do that. So this is around town. And I'm not sure if I have any punches, but maybe a decorative one might be good. So the reason why you're documenting how many horizontal and vertical is that if you have sketch booklets or layout ideas, it makes it easier to look for something that might help you get some ideas on how you want to do your layouts. Okay, so assume I've done the rest, and then once you've done that, then you're going to pack and stack into your box. So now we're going to grab our empty box, and we're going to start on the back end and work our way forward. I have done a couple of others, so I want to just pull these out. At this point too, if you have your layout guides, if let's say you have some completed layouts that you might want to use, you want to also work through those to figure out, well, this one might work with a completed layout and that you've already had in your stash, because I teach a lot of classes and you may have a few empty completed layouts. So then that's where you want to put them with your stacks. So I know I want this towards the back. This next layout will go next. Then we're going to work our way and just continue stacking these. So this one will go down. So the guides are nice because they keep each layout separated. This gets packed. And the next one gets packed. You're not at all laying your pictures out right now. All you're doing is just sorting everything. Okay, and then this one. And so this is what you would pack. Now, once I've done the album, I would obviously have a fuller box. but then you can close it up. Typically, I would store this inside the box. You want to use one of the PhotoSafe pens. So all of our journal pens, of course, are PhotoSafe. So that's what I've used to document my sheet. And then if I'm not going to a crop this weekend, for example, I would just store that paper in here so that when I'm ready to go, I can just glance in the book and say, oh, I need to pack these 3 punches to finish this, these layouts. And so then you would go and just pack those tools separately and not put them in here. But it's already organized, you know what layout you want to use them on. And then you can close up your box. So typically I will also recommend you grab a second power layout box. This one, you'll notice, is empty because I've pilfered the guides out of here and I've stuck them in here. So now I've got double the guides. And this also allows you so that when you've done and completed your layout, you have somewhere to store them. And you can stack them in here, like if I'm doing them, let's say from front to back, you can stack them so that it's front to back. You close your guide. When you want to do your album, you open it like this, right? And then you can put them in your album. Okay, so always have an empty one with you, so then when you're packing your crop bag, you're only taking these 2, plus your essential tools like your trimmer, your adhesive, and then any of the punches you might have identified in your pack. These, if you don't have one, I highly recommend them. They are acid-free, photo-safe, so if you're not organized your layouts and you're not going to crop this weekend, you can store it on your shelf. The light will not disturb your layouts and nothing will get degraded. They're in the same quality as all of our albums and page protectors. And they can be, if you don't have one, you can obviously purchase them through my shopping link, which is, I think, in the comments as well. Remember to like and subscribe so that you'll see any future videos that I put up. I might actually, in the next little bit, definitely not before this crop, I will show you how to use Power Sort Box. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.